Welcome to Modders Mods, ladies and gentlemen. So, I got a package in the mail from FedEx from Sabre Blasters. I got the mag release and the new catch for them, for the Harrier. So now this is what's known as a saberized Harrier. That's what Conrad is taking to calling these things. It's a really simple modification to do, but before I get into that, I'm going to give you guys some free advice. Okay, this is the second catch and mag release. Okay, you guys are going to say, well, what happened to the first one, Mr. Sandman? Very simple. The first one has been stuck in Detroit at the USPS office in Allen Park, Michigan since July the 2nd. Yeah, really bad, July the 2nd. I mean, so much so that I don't know if it's just me or if anybody else is having this problem, but it seems like I'm having this problem with a lot of international shipping stuff. A lot of stuff that's coming in internationally. I don't know why, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna give you a free piece of advice. I understand a bunch of you don't want to spend a lot of money on shipping, and I totally get that. But definitely pay the extra money. Go for FedEx or UPS or something like that. Whatever. If you go via the USPS Postal Service in the United States,
you might never get your stuff.
Well, you'll get it eventually, but it just may take 1,000 years.
And it might be broken.
No, it's metal parts, so I seriously doubt that. But in all honesty, if you wait and you get it through the USPS, granted, you're going to save yourself a few dollars, but you're going to be waiting forever. And the USPS system, the way that they're going now, I mean, who knows with them? They're just being beyond strange, and I've just truly had enough of them. I mean, it got to the point so much so where I've gone to my local post office and complained. I've had them send emails to the people in Allen Park, Michigan, stating, well, where's my stuff? Why isn't it here? And nobody wants to give you an answer. Nobody wants to help you out with that, because it's the U.S. Postal Service and they're government employees. That's it. Now, with all that out of the way, let's get into the review. Okay? What this is that this is the mag release and catch for the
Oh my
Harrier.
God, that's tiny.
That really is the world's tiniest catch. Now, Conrad upgraded the catches. What he did is that these are quad bearing catches. They have 4 bearings in them. These are some of the tiniest bearings I've ever seen. Okay, I was lucky that Conrad was nice enough to personally assemble my catch for me. But I'll be honest with you, if you guys go to assemble that catch,
you might lose them.
Yeah, be very careful, because these bearings are awful tiny. If they hit the floor, good luck trying to find them. So I did ask Conrad about that, and what he's going to do is that he's going to put another listing up for extra bearings if you guys want. And I suggest that if you buy the bearing catch, just buy extra bearings to go with it.
And speaking of which, the catch also has saber engraving.
Yeah, the catch has saber engraved in it. These are really high-end parts. I mean, granted, they're not cheap. They're like $50 or so. But
it's well worth it.
Yeah, for catch and mag release, for this blaster, and with
something that we shoot almost every single day, every single hour.
Well, every game pretty much we play in. We run this area pretty much. But so what it is that Conrad first designed a plunger rod and head, and he decided to design metal catches as well, because Peter Parker from Australia wore out his catch really quick. Which I totally understand, but that was after 7,000 shots. AK Blaster Mods is also printing catches too out of nylon. But nylon catches,
interesting.
But nylon catches have a problem. They don't like lubrication. Once you put lube on it, it kind of breaks down the nylon and wears it out quicker. I mean, it's rather interesting. Now, the catch that he's sending you, there's also a PDF form on Sabre's website to assemble the catch. This is a 4-bearing catch. Keep that in mind. It's got 2 bearings up front and 2 bearings in the back. When you go to install this, you have to break the entire Harrier down. You have to break down the lower receiver of the Harrier. It's not a big deal. It's easy to do. One thing about it that I will tell you, a couple things actually, is that the screws here, they're all different lengths. Okay, they're all the same type screws, same thread pitch. Some are just longer than others. So kind of mark out where they go if you can.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what I did. When you install the catch, okay, you use over the catch spring that it comes with, and there's even extra catch springs that come with a Harrier anyway.
Yep.
You know, so now you reuse over the catch spring, and the trigger is already metal to begin with, so you're good there. So you got a metal trigger, metal catch, metal on metal contact, which is always good. You know, so it's metal on metal contact with everything. It's absolutely phenomenal. These parts aren't designed for performance. You won't lose any performance on these parts at all. These parts are designed for durability, you know, because this is a $200 blaster before upgrades. So you figure a $200 blaster, you want to keep it as nice as possible for as long as possible.
So about $300, and you have a saberized Harrier.
Something like that, maybe. I honestly don't know. Now, as I said, these parts were provided to me for free, you know, which I'm very grateful, and thank you so much, Conrad, for doing that. I really appreciate it. The other thing I noticed about these parts is that they are one-to-one dropping. They're absolutely one-to-one dropping. Perfect. These parts are machined out of some of the highest quality metal I've ever seen. I mean,
I was even going, oh my god.
Yeah, they really are that nice and impressive.
And that mag release is like feather. It's a feather like mag release.
Yeah,
you could accidentally hit, and that mag's gonna drop.
Yeah, it's a very feather mag release. It's really easy. Like I said, these parts are very easy to install. When you install the catch, what I suggest you do is that you line up the trigger and catch first, and then you use the safety to lock the trigger into place, and then put your catch spring and all that in, and then you close the shell. The reason being is when that safety's in, it'll lock everything into place, kind of like with the game face triangle, where if you prime it all the way back and you leave it primed before you close the shell, it locks the catch into place, and you won't have to be fighting with it for an hour.
No.
You know, it's a simple thing to do. It really is. I'll give you a firing demo of the splash. Right now, I'm shooting Worker high-end Generation 2. Okay, these are some of the best darts out there. These same darts I use in my HPA. This blaster still shoots right around 300. There's also a 1.8 spring installed in this thing. So it's popping really close to 300, if not 300 off of each and every shot. And that's just our normal darts. That's pretty impressive for a Harrier. You know, but like I said, these parts are very easy to install. These are the old ones, by the way. There's the mag release and there's the catch. Like I said, this is like one of the world's smallest catches. And this catch actually has a whole lot of wear to it if you look at it. You can actually feel it. There's like a nice groove and indent put in it. You know, but then again, this is after 5,000 shots. Okay. And that's another 800, 900 shots on it after I installed the plunger rod and head. So 4,000 shots or so on the original plunger rod and head, and then another 1,000 shots on the catch. You know, so that's not bad. But now this blaster is as strong as nails, and it will definitely last forever. Now, as I said, Conrad's also putting up a listing for extra bearings for people in case they lose their bearings. I suggest when you buy the catch and mag release, buy extra bearings as well. I also suggest you guys go FedEx. The reason being is when Conrad dropped this off to FedEx Monday, which was yesterday, and today is Tuesday, I had these parts in my hand.
In 24 hours. Thank you, FedEx.
Yeah, literally. Thank you, FedEx. That's the fastest shipping time I've ever seen from Singapore to here. I mean, I will tell you right now. But as I said, these parts are high quality parts, so of course you're going to be paying premium dollars. Okay, you know, which is it is what it is. And I've seen people say, well, you can't really spend a lot of money on parts, blah, blah, blah. Well, if you want quality, you have to pay for it. You can buy a $5 part, but again, that's what you're going to get is $5 worth of craftsmanship. If you buy $50 worth of parts, you're going to get $50 worth of craftsmanship. You see what I'm saying? You're paying for craftsmanship. You're paying for quality. To produce all metal parts, it's not cheap. Okay? To put these parts into production is not cheap at all. That's another reason why these parts cost so much. It's because of the materials used and to put them into production. And he redesigned the catch so that way the catch is absolutely perfect and it'll function flawlessly every time. But I'll put a buy link in the description below for the mag release and catch and for the extra bearings. And as I said, I always suggest you guys do FedEx if you're buying from Sabre or anywhere. Until next time, this is Miller's Mods signing off.